afternoon. 12 noon. No, it's 11:59. What? I'm actually early on one of my lives and I don't have a steering wheel in my hand. Isn't that exciting? Let's start off the chat and see who's in the house because I'm in the house next to a Christmas tree with butter in it. We'll start out with the first person bright and early this morning. It was Mason. She's saying, hello, hello. And then we have Anna, my friend. She had a long night. She's going to catch a quick nap and she'll be listening. Well, I welcome you, Anna. Rest well. Last night I was on with Barbara and George and Debbie until 3:00 in the morning. And I was tired at the end of that live stream from sitting literally all day in the car doing the live, all the things. My hip hurt, my back was just feeling a little uncomfortable. So I laid down here on the opposite side of this computer. What you don't see is my guest bed. And I laid down. And I was on film. If you want to see something funny, go look at the last part at the 3:00 hour, 3:00 in the morning, where I was sleeping. And let me know if you think I look like Doris Day. I was actually singing, Que sera, sera, whatever will be, will be. The future's not ours to see. Que sera, sera. I was singing. Yeah, that's right. Kathy B here is here. Yes. Walking while listening. Well, welcome to you. There's Lizzie girl. Hi, Lizzie. Hello. And she's giving me a flower. There's Thomas. Thomas. Hi, Thomas. Hi, welcome. Welcome. Mason says, hello, Jerry, and all in the chat. Hello, Mason. Listen, I read your comment that you left from yesterday's live. I'm sorry. When I drive, everybody knows that, everybody should know this. When I drive, I stay focused on the road. Sometimes I'm at a stop sign, I'll glance over to the side, and I'll get into that with a comment yesterday. But moderators were erasing people's emojis and Mason's things, and I thought, ooh, not comfortable. I don't have a problem with moderators. And I know full well, sometimes if I would click as a moderator on other people's channels, if I click to want to remove a comment, sometimes I remove the person on my own feed. And I go, oh, Lord have mercy. I can't believe what intended to remove a comment. I ended up messing it all up. Did you see the size of my paws? Yeah. I'm not inflamed. I'm just a big girl. Today's series is on friendology, and I'd like to be able to say, everyone here, there's my friend right now. You're all my friends. Michael still continues to be very close friend when it comes to helping me with the YouTube. I have pulled my gray hair out, or maybe it fell out. Or maybe it got grayer doing YouTube. But he insisted, continue, go. My schedule is busy. I have that in my notes too about being busy. This is very important. The things that I wrote down before I went shopping yesterday, I was trying to be ahead of the game in writing a script. So that yesterday I would have had it easy. Today I was going to go to church and have it all easy and stuff. To be able just to jump on at 12 noon, right after I got back from church. Plans changed. I went shopping. I had a very bad experience, speaking of moderation, when I glanced on my feed and saw that a certain person was there that's very offensive to other people, to my friends. So I called out to my moderators, Get this person out of here. And I use very colorful, coarse words, as a matter of fact. And I thought, Jerry, as a servant of God, a Christian, you were saying very colorful things and mean spirited. I put that in my notes. I had to revise my friendology speech for today. I want to be able to connect with the chat and discuss and go back and forth. But I really want to stay on my task, because if I deviate, even when I'm sitting down without my steering wheel, I can have a squirrel moment at times. So I want to stay close to the script. Let's see who wrote after Michael. And yeah, y'all were delirious at 3 a.m. I know. At 3 a.m., well, George comes out after 1:30, I believe, every day when he comes onto the chat. He gets himself ready because he's in England. So he gets himself ready and then he comes on. I'm usually in the chat on Saturdays because, well, I'm working. I'm listening to Barbara all the time at work. If you know, you know. We were quite delirious. I have included on the screen the chat so that, number one, everybody gets to be seen. I just found that out yesterday while I was playing with StreamYard. Found out how to put it on the screen, like Aaron does. It's against the wall. It's not affected by the Christmas tree. I hope I am audible enough to you. I hope you can see me well. Read the chat, carry along with the chat. After I'm done with my notes, shall we say, I'll go into the chat and be able to read. I'm going to open it up here. Uh-oh. I want to be able to open this up here. Oh, I hit the wrong button. So that I can follow along with the chat. And apparently I can't do it. I don't know. See what I mean about technology? Everybody, I hit the right button and I got the wrong thing. This is what I looked. Oh my goodness. I have got two streams going. This stream here on the laptop, and then the stream for other people that use devices. And people can choose which one to go. I learned that from Michael because Michael told me he doesn't care for this version vertical, but I know people do vertical, especially when walking. Kathy might be doing vertical even though she's listening. I might just be in her pocket. So I see myself looking differently vertical than I do with the room or my backdrop or the credenza here, the furniture, if you will. So let me turn to, hey, hit me, give me a thumbs up, you guys. Hit the thumbs up, like, do all the things, share. This is important insofar as friendship is concerned. And this is my personal story about things that I've experienced in my life in friendships. I have notes, new notes and revised notes because, well, stuff happened yesterday. Right now, we're currently in an epidemic of loneliness. I talked about that, seeing as though this is the third in the series of friendship. I spoke about this. I have a prop. Sorry. Put that down, Jerry. We're in an epidemic of loneliness. I sort of blame it on the internet with convenience and the fact that everybody is tuned in, wired in. Everybody's very, very busy. I also talked about, I think in my first series, that God himself didn't want us to be alone. So he gave man, Adam, a helpmate, Eve. So God knew the importance of friendship. How do you think the continuation of life would have been if we didn't have Adam and Eve? I don't believe in the Big Bang Theory. That's me. I still have 9 viewers. Nobody's dropped off yet. Sometimes I have a tendency to talk about my faith and people start leaving right away. No, no, don't leave. This is going to be good. This is going to be a fun experience talking about friendship. My friendship days were young. After I was done with high school, remember in high school, I was the belle of the ball. I did the chorus, I did choirs, I went to church every day as a Catholic, all the things, all the time. I did the talent shows, I did everything. Jerry was the spotlight. When I went to high school, everybody, not everybody, the nuns assumed I would be the artist extraordinaire like my sister. Mary Jo can art anything. She is so good. So, what they expected of me was to paint the Sistine Chapel at St. Joan Antida High School. That wasn't me. Give me that stage because I got stuff to say. In high school, we had something called Junior Achievement. And I was the salesperson of the year. That was supposed to be a prop. I actually have that in the other room. I have my trophy for being the salesperson of the year. I found only one. I went to high school, obviously, for 4 years. But junior achievement, I also did that for 4 years. It was as though it was a catapult to starting out as a child, growing up, learning about life. And it was different than CCD and different than all the religious things at church. It was about learning as a business, how to grow as a business person. How, how do you know when you're age 15 you're going to be a business person? I did not know any of that stuff. I did not know where my life was going to lead me. I didn't know. When I was a child, I spoke as a child. I acted as a child. But now that I'm a grown adult, it says that in the Bible, I have to speak as a woman. In the Bible, it says man. I have to speak as a grown adult. I can't lean back to the childish ways. I can't just huff and puff and have my own way all the time because, well, I'm as they're saying nowadays, I'm a grown A double S woman. You've heard that expression as well. Life was smoother back in the day. It was softer. A chat happened this past weekend in which they were talking about cursive writing. I don't remember whose chat it was, but the chat came up with cursive. And then I interjected and said, because they don't teach cursive in school anymore, the fine art of writing, the 3 lines on the paper that you had to write all the capital words. My G's are atrocious. My capital G in my name, I have many G's. Sometimes I wonder, do I have more G's in my name than in my checkbook? If you know, you know. I make my G a capital G, but it's actually a small cursive G, bigger than my ERI. Yes, yes, I do. It's not proper. They want the General Mills G. My husband wants me to do the General Mills G. I rebuke the General Mills G. That's just me. So I made the comment in the chat. Well, you do know that the Constitution is written in cursive. Then somebody chimed back at me. And I knew where this was going. I knew it was going to be political. I didn't mean it to be political. We were talking about cursive writing. True statement. It is written in cursive. It was not printed out or stamped out. It was written by man. It was signed by man. Everybody signed the document in their signature. Do people even sign their signature these days? I know I do. So, of course, the other person chimed back and said, well, they didn't have printing back in the day, printing presses or computers. And nowadays, everything's fast, 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 fast internet. Let's chat. Let's get on the internet. Let's send an email. Let's do this super fast. Forget everything. Everybody's got a device in their hand. So I chimed back in a different chat and I said, parents, why aren't they send their children to school? I have one child. I was a one and done mama. One and done. I sent my one child to school. They taught him cursive. I sent my son to private school. I didn't send him because I was high and mighty. I did it because I went to private school all my life. I did it because I saw the sacrifices my parents did to send us to private school all of our life, Catholic school, from first grade, because I didn't go to kindergarten, from first grade until college, I went to Catholic school. Marquette University was the end for me. That was the end of the road. So my comment was, why aren't the parents doing the teaching, doing the 3 lines on the paper, teaching the cursive writing? The parents that went through the cursive schools. And then somebody made the comment, which is true. They're very busy these days. Parents are busy. Parents sometimes, I have a friend also that made the same statement. She has 4 children that she had to raise by herself. I had one child I had to raise by myself. Some people don't get child support. Some people get child support for 40 years. If you know, you know. Time is a factor. But yeah, did you notice? Everybody has got this thing in their hand. Everybody needs stimulation constantly. I'm going to blame myself too. I do. I no longer have a child. I have a husband. I have 2 dogs. I have time when my niece that lives in southeastern Wisconsin sends her child to be with me during the summers so that they are free to do whatever they want to do to better their family, working hard. I will teach that child cursiveness. So when I say, where are the parents in teaching the cursive? It's not an admonition. I'm not saying, shame on you parents, you're too busy texting and doing all the chats and the YouTube lives to do that. Not saying that. Let me be perfectly clear. However, our grandparents, grandmas stayed home. Grandpa went to work. They only had one car or one horse and buggy. If you think about my great great grandparents, right? They didn't have a television. They, Lord only knows, they didn't have devices. They had quills and pens and they wrote things to each other. They learned cursive. They had wringer washing machines. Nowadays, people just push computer buttons and in 20 minutes, dump it all in, all the clothes, whites, darks, towels. My husband does it. Jump off the soapbox, Jerry. If I take the time and I invest my time in the younger generation, I have this all in my chats about generational friends as well. I am helping this child, this 3-year-old right now, I'm helping her to be able to read, to write cursive. She'll be able to read the Constitution. I'll be able to spend time with this person, this little person, so that she can grow up and be a step above what they're not teaching her in school. I have written things down in our break room at work. Please enjoy. Enjoy this snack. Take one. Remember to use the serving spoons, etc. And 20 something kids come up to me and said, "What does this say, Jerry?" They don't read cursive. They don't understand cursive. They weren't taught it, and they're 20 something year olds. I sent my son to private school. Not, "Oh, pat me on the back. Goody for you, Jerry." Not that. He had to come home with homework, and I had to continue on the capital General Mills G with my son Mark and all the other alphabet. And then I sent him back to school with the homework, and it was graded. If you know, you know. Ooh, nowadays, people are offended by their employer making them work long hours. I talked about this yesterday. I won't belinger this issue. The time of 2020, the big C, the world shut down. Everybody stayed at home. All they had was their devices. I get it. All they had was themselves. So are they still continuing on being sheltered in their home? Or are they stepping out of their home because now they're being forced into doing it? Their employer says, "Enough of this home business." I can speak about this because I know of people that enjoy the home in real life, that enjoy the home work aspect, doing their job in, let's say, insurance, in any field where you can do something on a computer in your home. But employers were finding out, hey, wait a second, whoa, hold the phone. They're not spending 8 hours giving me their complete 8 hours on a computer. They're throwing a load of laundry in. I can do that right now because I'm on a YouTube video. They're vacuuming their floor. They're doing all the other things as opposed to them, the employer, paying them to have the employee give of the time to do whatever their task is, whatever their job is. Sometimes they have to leave the house. Like when we have children, it's akin to that. Sometimes they have to leave the house. My one girlfriend said she called it breaking the plate. After the child left the house, she uses the analogy, "I broke the plate." They can no longer sit at the table. They have to fly, clip their wings, fly, send them out of the nest, go fly. But that's why there's the prodigal son story also in the Bible. Welcome them. Have the fatted calf ready in celebration. Welcome home, son, daughter. Come back home. Let's talk. How are our friendships out there? Do we have friendships where I'm trying to look at my notes here at the same time? Do we have friendships whereby we're saying this should never end? I want my friendships to all be the same. I refuse to change. I want all my friends to come to my house and bring their Barbies because I have the Barbie condo and the Barbie garage and the Barbie car, and Ken's there, and all the family. Stacy, for those of you girls that know, you know. And when the dolls came with ethnicity, you had those too. Those type of friends. But you have to come to me, come over by me. I need to go to their house. I need to step out of the nest. I need to fly. I need to broaden my horizons. It doesn't mean that if there's toxic friendships out there, physical, internet friendships, that we have to allow it. We don't have to allow it. We need to set up boundaries with friends. We need to set up boundaries with our children. We can't always keep writing a check. I think I told you once about, I say this because I know a lot of my videos are long and nobody, I want to know it. Does anybody really watch all of my videos? Do people just watch bits and pieces or on super hyper speed? I don't know. When I'm invested in somebody as a friend on the internet, I'm invested in them. When I want them to succeed, I'm invested in them. I'm invested in learning their story. So I'll listen about Mary Lou's story on Bill's channel, on Esmeralda's channel, on David's channel. I'll listen to their story several times. If Bill needs YouTube hours, like many of you friends have done to me and helped me, somebody got on and said, hey, that's all Jerry needs is 8 more hours of watching time. 8 people jumped on the bandwagon, turned on their computers with volume, normal speed, not super speed, and Mary watched me for 8 hours. Tom watched me for 10 hours. Joyce watched me for 8 hours. Ellen watched me for 4 because she had to go to work. But Stephen, he watched me for 4 because he was home from work and he was vacuuming his house at 3 in the morning. That's the type of friendship that I have and I can rely on the tube, on YouTube. I don't have a lot of real friends here in northwestern Wisconsin. All of my real friends, most of my real friends are down south in southeastern Wisconsin. For the love of everything holy, we can barely keep in contact with our kids because they're always so busy. My husband used to always, every Saturday, call his mother. Every Saturday without fail. How many people do that? Do you just text, hey, Mom, how's it going? Hey, Mom, did you take your pills today? Hey, Mom, do we do that? Or do we actually pick up the phone if you're blessed to still have your mother? Oh, what I wouldn't do right now to have my mother back. My mother would love the computer because she was so into learning. That's how my mother was. I think I have to move my computer a little closer. Hopefully it doesn't fall off. My mother was so much into learning. She was a human sponge. She wanted to learn all the things. She enjoyed it. I enjoy YouTube and I enjoy my YouTube friends. But there comes a point that I'll cringe. Somebody will say something, not always political. You may think it's political. With me, it's not always that way. They'll say something. See, on when we do panels, for example, we have 6 windows, 8 windows, 10 windows. I don't know. I think I have the middle of the road, so I think I can get 10 people on a panel. And I know my friend Michael doesn't like panels, so I respect him in not doing my Sunday lives with panels yet. It's coming, and I'll explain that later. When you're on the panel, the lights light up. And I'm very sensitive when I'm at work listening to things because I listen right with earbuds in my ears because of OSHA rules and regulations. So I can hear when people, this is empty, slurp. I can hear that. Honk. I can hear that. Or they get their cheese crisps out. When I do those things, there's a mute button here. I can do it. On my car when I'm driving, you guys, I can't do it. So if I sneeze, I blow your eardrums out. Sorry, I really am sorry. I can't do it. I can see my mute button right here, but the lights pop up. So if I'm talking about a topic, let's say the color of an avocado, and we're all debating about avocados. I like mine super green. I like mine kind of brown. Got to be kind of mushy. No, must be firm. Avocado is good at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. At 6 o'clock, it's bad. We've all been through that story. But everybody's passionate about their story. The lights are all lighting up on a panel. Who? I know the people that do it. Who puts their mute button on when they have a distraction in the background? If I can help it, I hear my dogs yelling while I'm on a panel, yelling, barking. I treat them like humans. When my dogs are barking, I'm gonna find that mute button down here. I'm gonna click it, and you guys will not hear it as I'm engaging in the panel as David is speaking. I'm respecting David, but that comes with being an adult. It can't be Jerry's party. No, this is David's channel, and I must respect the channel owner and his rules. It makes sense. That's why I set up boundaries. And I don't want to be disrespectful when people will say on the chat, they'll say, for example, hey, panel, what is your opinion about avocados? And everybody all chimes in at the same time. I do this a lot. And then the owner of the channel will say, Jerry, or I'll be like, no, Jerry, you got something to say? Because I can't get in a word edgewise, but I can talk from the beginning of David's live session on a panel until the end. That's just rude, but that's me. That's why I do these Sunday sermons. I don't know, Sunday series. I talk about religion in my Sunday series because it's Sunday. It's not Sunday school, right, George? If you know, you know. But sometimes, even in the chats, we're all funny. We all make jokes. We all have innuendo. If you know, you know. We have those things. Let me refer back to yesterday's notes now, because that was just something that I put down for just a brief moment while I was thinking. After cussing yesterday, I realized, Jerry, you were wrong. I was wrong. I shouldn't have cussed. I should not have been mad at that person that I saw out of the side eye of my eye. I should have been more compassionate as a Christian, as a believer, than to go off. But the first thing I thought of was, I have seen you before in all the chats, and you were picking on my friends. You were belittling and demeaning them, and here I go, cussing. I was saying the words. I didn't say the SOB. I said the full-on word. You know what it is too. I said it, and I wasn't acting like a Christian. So yesterday, I decided I'm going to do a little shopping or whatever. I'm going to go to church. Before I go to Costco and get my refrigerated items to go home, I'm going to go to church. Pulled up a Bible, because I don't keep a Bible in my truck, okay? Pulled up a Bible, and I pulled up this that I thought of after I did the cussing business. And this comes from Colossians. This was a letter to Paul. Paul, one of the apostles, letter to Colossians. Colossians 3, chapter 12, or chapter 3, verse 12. Put on then in God's chosen ones, as God's chosen ones, holy and beloved, compassion, kindness, lowliness, meekness, and patience, forbearing one another, and if one of you has a complaint against another, forgive each other as the Lord has forgiven you, so you also must forgive. And above all these, put on love, which binds everything together in perfect harmony. And let the peace of Christ rule in your hearts, which indeed you were called in the one body, and be thankful. That verse hit me. I recalled it. I'm not one of those people that can say, this is 2 Timothy chapter 3, verse 2. I never learned that because as a Catholic, we were told, do not pick this book up. You cannot interpret it. The man with the robe up on the altar, he can interpret it. So I'm going to tell you a little bit what's going to happen in the future on Pentecost Sunday. And I know it's a Catholic thing, but I remember it from my youth. I want to have a panel. So, Michael, you are more than welcome to listen into the panel. I want to be able to talk about faith with people. I want to encourage people to come onto the panel, whether you're a Catholic, a Jew, an Orthodox Greek, whatever faith you have. I want to be able to talk about it. I may or may not aspire and believe the same thing you do, but I want to be able to give you a platform. I want your live chat to light up here on StreamYard. And I want to be able to respect you, and I want to give you an audience. So I'm thinking for a period of time, getting it out right now. Think about it. I have people that I know I want to invite, some of which I'm noticing that are in the chats right now, and speak your truth, speak your faith. I believe in friendship. I believe in generational friendships. I treasure, and I'm going to say one person in particular, I treasure the relationship I have with Barbara. We all know and love Barbara. She may or may not be in the chat. I'm not reading it. However, she, like me, is 65 years old. Her channel name is Grandma's Crochet Corner with a K. I don't call her grandma because I call her friend. I consider her to be a sister. I consider a lot of the things she talks about in kindness. Barbara's a kind person. Barbara has a channel. She has her platform. She does her rules. Your channel, your rules. My channel, my rules. But she's the same age as me. Now, Erin, which we again all know and love, I look at Erin, I see Erin, and I see the person, a woman that's younger to me as I see her, the same age as her children. The girl's got 10 kids and she is gorgeous, lovely. She looks so young. So when they say to Barbara, you're aging backwards, Erin stopped aging. She stopped. I don't know if she's in the chat. I just call them as I see them. I don't pick on people with intention to come onto the channel just to talk about people. But I want to say that I have intentional generational friends. The Bible, there was intentional generation friendships. Next week, I'm going to talk about someone in the Bible, Jonathan and David, and how their friendship was. I have goosebumps. I don't know if you can see it. Thinking about the story. Some of you may not know the story about Jonathan and David. I'll talk about it next week. We all know that we all have different beliefs that we all know. I want to be able to respect you regardless of where you are, how old you are, how young you are. It's important to have generational friends. Elisha and Elijah, they were friends. I almost said Alicia there. Elijah and Elisha. Moses and Joshua. Look at that friendship. Moses, old man, right? 10 Commandments, correct? Going up the mountain. Joshua, learning from Moses. That's another important story. Mentor, mentee. Are we, as content creators, building generational friendships? Or are we just slapping in content? That's why I want my channel to evolve from not talking about meat all the time. I'm more than meat. I'd like to help people. I don't like to be the spotlight. My channel, I'll say, on Saturday and Sunday for sure, I'll be here on noon. If something deviates from that or a family emergency or something happens, I know I'm going to have friends that are going to say in the next chat that comes on, "Oh, Jerry wasn't on today. I hope everything's okay." Uh-oh. How's Jerry doing? She left a little post saying she was at the hospital and she took Jack. How's Jack? What's going on? I heard the dog broke her foot. How's Ladybug? I want that type of friendship. I don't just want the clicks and the thumbs up. I want to be invested in your future and listen to you, what you have to offer. There's not a lot of stories about women in the Bible now. There are stories about women. Obviously, Mary, the mother of God, obviously. But look at Naomi and Ruth. They were brought together from marriage. Their two husbands died, and they chose to remain friends. I didn't know that when I was a Catholic. I opened the book. I found solace in friendship. Paul and Timothy. Look at all the writings that Paul did in the Bible. I know I just spoke about letter of Paul to the Colossians, but in Philippians, I wrote here, "Finally, my brethren, rejoice in the Lord. To write the same things to you, it is not irksome to me, and be safe for you. Look out for the dogs. Look out for the evil workers. Look out to those who mutilate the flesh, for we are the true circumcision who worship God in spirit and glory in Jesus Christ and put no confidence in the flesh." That's what I read this morning. I was reading up on more about Paul. There's stories in here, stories that are really better than soap operas, stories that are deep, but a lot of people don't have the time. I have the Bible on audio, and I used to listen to the Bible on audio before I became invested in YouTube. I want to go back to the Bible stories. I enjoy learning. Have I read the Bible cover to cover all in one sitting? No. I know people that have done it and did it. I get it. I look to opening my Bible as the Spirit is leading me to read something. For example, I have found the church that I recently belonged to. I have not been made a full member of the church that I belong to. It's a non-denominational. Many of them are former Catholics, so they come in a place that I can relate to. That's why I think I like the church there, that church there. I can relate to a lot of the people. But it's time for me to belong, to join in some of the groups, to join in a physical relationship with more people up north. And no, it's not just to better my business. I have my little flyers out there in places with my phone number for people to tear them off. Old school, not electronic, because that's how I roll. I want to build friendships on solid foundations with people. I'm going to go to some of the questions that I wrote down here. I thought as though it was time for me to do an honest inventory of the friendships in my life. And do I need to revisit some of those friendships? Do I need to pick up the phone with some of the realtor friends of mine that we're no longer friends anymore because I'm in northwestern Wisconsin and they're in Green Bay? We had a falling out because of politics and we had words amongst ourselves. Maybe the dust has settled and we need to pick up our friendships where she was a realtor that I mentored back in the day, and we had an awesome relationship until politics happened. We didn't have a toxic relationship at all. We shared a lot of the same things. We helped each other in the business together. Politics happened. I'm not a party girl. I'm a conservative Christian, conservative first and foremost. I'm into the United States. I think we have to help ourselves. We have to look inside ourselves because a lot of people on the outside don't come in to help us in the US of A. I saw briefly when I opened up Facebook, and I shouldn't have done it today, but people were rejoicing in the fact that somebody was out there going to kill the president of the United States. No political affiliation. I don't want to see a Democrat, an independent, a Republican, anybody die by the hand of a crazed lunatic out there. I don't want the toxic relationship. Somebody had said something to the effect of there needs to be, I don't remember because I watch a lot of lives and I listen to a lot of people. There should be some type of a counseling, a group started for the carnivore people. In other words, just us people. We're going to only talk about ourselves and we're not going to open it up to everybody. I have to shift myself. And to that I say, why can't we open it up to everybody? It can't always be, I'm hurting and I want this platform because I have this problem or I have this insecurity. Everybody listen to me. When I was a child, I spoke as a child. I reasoned as a child. And now that I'm a mature person, all childish things have to pass. Maybe I have to let a vegetarian in to my little group. It's hard to be a vegetarian and do keto. It's possible, but it's hard. It's possible for me to be my own Jerry, blinders on for me, militant about what I put into my body. I don't think it's right for me to tell you what to do with your body. You what to do when you get behind the wheel of a car. You what to do as you clock into your job. I can't say anything about you. Let me get to some of the thought-provoking questions that I put down in my notes. Some reflections, if you will. A lot of times, I shouldn't say a lot of times because I live in northwestern Wisconsin. When I lived in southeastern Wisconsin, Milwaukee County, or visited southeastern Wisconsin, a lot of times I ran into a lot of friends because by nature, it was before the internet. Remember, I don't know if Debbie's here in the chat. She's a friend of mine from the East Coast, realtor as well. Remember the MLS books and you would be able to look in the books to find houses, and then you'd find houses and you'd circle them, or tell your realtor, I want to look at this house at 123 Main Street. She would go in, call the broker, because there wasn't a computer, call the broker and say, hello, this is Debbie from 123 Real Estate. I want to be able to show the property at 123 Main Street on Friday at 2 o'clock to my client. And the realtor on the phone says, I'm sorry, Debbie, that property closed a week ago. Back to the paper, tell the client to pick something else out of the MLS book. Now, in seconds, we can find when a property hits. Yeah, that's some technology right there. Don't worry about cursive. Look what I had to deal with. Getting in my car to drive to 123 Main Street because I saw it right away. Good deal, good investment. I want to buy it right now. Get there, see a moving truck. Yeah. But yet the realtor keeps it on there to try to get more business. See what I mean about the scam artists and the devious nature of people? Yeah, that's what I had to live with in my profession. 24 years. Please. It was a good 24 years. Fun. Question number 1, thought-provoking question. Who are 1 or 2 people that you have been consistent in your life that you may be overlooking or unappreciating? People in your life, not necessarily people on the chats. People in your life. Back to this camera again. My camera is showing wonky on the vertical. And for those vertical people, I don't want to appear wonky, but I'm appearing wonky. My apologies. There we go. Vertical people that are watching me are probably thinking, what in the world is Jerry doing? Okay, that question. Second question I wrote down. If you already have 1 or 2 deeply connected friendships, how can you intentionally celebrate and invest in them? What can you do for them? Third question. What is 1 very simple step that you could take this week in order to connect more deeply? Personally, with your friends. Take the time to really do an honest inventory. Back this up a bit. There you go. You're going to see the Christmas tree now. I need a little more light here. My scribble, I can't read my own cursive, folks. Right here. Is there any relationships right now in your personal life that need some restoration? I have one of those issues right now with a family member. My personal life. And then I think, gee, what actually has held me back from taking that step towards reconciliation with that person? Is it pride? Is it a matter of, well, you did this to me? The screen is awful. I'm so sorry. You did this to me. Therefore, I hope this is turning out okay for you folks on the vertical. You did this to me. You must have meant it. Therefore, I'm going to go back to being a baby, a little child, and pouting and getting my way. Grow up, Jerry. Time to make the phone call. Do we really make phone calls now? Do we really have the time? Are we going to teach cursive? Do you know what I mean about time? I think about the people right now that I have, the friendships. What are they doing for pouring their friendship into me? And if I don't have that, what step can I do to seek that type of friendship out? So many thoughts when I'm left to myself without listening to YouTube, and I'm working and I take a moment to scratch down a note that when I do a live, I can't read myself, that I think of at that moment. I see the pain and I see the heartache of young kids nowadays. Guys, I'm going to talk about guys because the majority of people that I work with on my shift are younger and they're guys. And they're trying to deal with females, and everything is so negative that they've experienced. Oh, all she wants is money. All she wants is this. All she wants is that. She doesn't want to spend time with me. We're at a restaurant. This is what the guys say. We're at a restaurant and she's just on her device. Put the device down, for Pete's sake. There's no shame in going to a party that the host has a cell phone basket that's put there for a specific reason. Walk into the party, here, grab a drink, bubbly water, cocktail, whatever you drink. Put the phone in the basket. Everybody that puts the phone in the basket, we're going to have a drawing. And whoever's cell phone rings, they're the person that wins that drawing. Think about having a cell phone party like that. Wouldn't that be interesting? Yes, it would be. Do you intentionally invest in people or do you mentor people? Do you put your 2 cents into people because the people are saying, Jerry, this is my problem right now. I'm having a hard time boiling eggs to just the right jammy consistency. Can you help me with that? Or do I just say, listen, Billy Bob, put the eggs in the water and look on the internet for the answer? It was like, remember that expression back in the day? Talk to the hand, because the face ain't listening. You just diss them so that they can pick up a device, and the vicious cycle continues on and on and on. Whew. More notes. More notes. Am I the type of person? Am I a very passive person or am I intentional when it comes to building friendships? I think I'm an intentional person. When people in my line of work right now, remember, I left the hustle and the bustle for a more humdrum factory life. No more hurry up, get in the car, show houses, and make 6 figures. But come to work, punch a clock, work from 12 noon until 10 at night, get your paycheck, get your benefits, and go home. What am I doing when a new person comes into the building? And that's the dilemma we're facing right now. At least I can speak about my job. I don't know if you all experience the same in your physical jobs, whether you have sell insurance or real estate or you work at Victoria's Secret for people, helping people as a cashier. When people come to our job, I make it a point to spot them out. I see the managers walking with the people. I'm watching. I'm seeing the uncertainty in their faces. What did I get myself into was the first thing I thought of. You have got to be kidding, Jerry. You left this position and what you were doing to do this, to put parts together? Time, talent, and treasure. What are you doing with all of your talent? God put that in my path for a reason. Do you think I chose it? Do you think I wanted to leave southeastern Wisconsin? I did it because my husband wanted to do it. It was his dream. It's destiny. It's something that came to me as a gift from God. That's how I look at things. When life gives you lemons, you make lemonade. Some of the lemons might be bad. Well, you're going to have pretty weak lemonade, but you will survive. I will survive. I don't know what the future holds. Que sera, sera. Whatever will be, will be. The future's not ours to see. Que sera, sera. Doris Day. Remember, that's how I started this talk today. I don't know what's going to happen. Whatever's going to happen, I know. And I want all of you out there to have that same feeling of complete confidence. If I turn on the dishwasher one day and it starts spewing water, well, you come downstairs, you turn off the plumbing, you shut off the well, and you call the plumber, and you call in sick from work until you fix the dishwasher. It is what it is. Move on. You can't pick up the phone, start texting Billy Bob and Mary Lou and Josephine and all the people saying, my dishwasher's broken. I don't know what to do. Help me. I don't have any money to fix it. No, that means, Jerry, you don't go shopping next weekend. That means you get your credit card out, you pay for the plumber. You hate paying for a plumber on the weekends. You hate that. Don't want that to happen. But as fate has it, stuff like that happens. It is what it is. And you move on and you adjust your finances accordingly. Sometimes you have to pick up trash, cans, bottles, take them to recycling and get your couple of dollars. Cans are there for free. You need some money. They're there. You have to pick up, do the work, whatever work you do. I just picked up cans and bottles because I talked about that yesterday. An analogy story. Sometimes you got to get a whole lot of work done to get $80 in cans to pay for that 30-minute plumbing job. I don't know. I haven't hired a plumber in so long. I don't know what they cost. They're expensive. But if you want something to be successful and you want to be successful in your personal journey, whatever it is, you need to sacrifice. I, Jerry, need to step out of my house and join my church and be in fellowship with like-minded people. And sometimes it's a sacrifice of 4 hours in the week. Do I have it? Yeah, I have 4 hours a week to give to somebody else in regards to the physical aspect of being with like-minded people. I still have my like-minded friends on Facebook. I still have the like-minded friends on the YouTube. If I don't like what people say on Facebook, I just scroll. I move over it. MoveOn.org. Move on, Jerry. Do I have any more questions that I wrote here? Oh, that's why I decided, personally speaking, I decided that I need to start engaging and serving outside of electronics. And yes, it might mean where's Jerry been? I haven't seen her for 4 hours. Somebody's going to say, remember, Jerry's live on Sunday. She said she's doing things more with people. I'm going out in public and seeing people. People. I love people. I had a great time today. I did. Do I dare even go through the chat? I think I probably have to go through the chat and see if anybody had any questions. Maybe we'll start there. Because people may have had a question. Oh my goodness. There's a lot of chatters happening here. Oh, shoot. I'm on horizontal on my phone. And a couple people are horizontaling. Is that even a word? The horizontal people, I'll tell you, are not a lot like the chatters that I've been seeing on my screen on the computer. Yikes. Mason is on the horizontal. Spanky's on horizontal. And so is Terry Girl. That's it. Everybody's here on the feed. On my laptop. Put the notes away, Jerry. Let's see what the folks have been saying. Look at all the words, all the chats. I'm going to skim real quick. Continue talking amongst yourselves, please. I had to cross my legs there for a sec. Okay, let me look for cues, questions. Any questions? Questions. There's Aaron. Hello, Aaron. Hello, there's Spanky. Spanky says, how the heck are you? I am fine, Spanky. You're on my computer and you're on my cell phone. I hit the StreamYard for both just because, like I said, some people look at the horizontal. Some people look at the vertical. Most of the people look at vertical, I think, when they're watching their device, I think. Because I think if you move it this way, you get small people. There's Aaron. Aaron, I talked a little bit about you earlier. Not offensive. Not offensive at all. Let me scroll. Spanky, he is the life of every chat, the life of every party. Right here he says, I'm a grown man with the heart of a child and the maturity of, if you know, you know. See what I mean? The humor that we have, the fun we have. There's Thomas. Thomas is talking to Aaron about doing reverse push-ups. Listen, I saw Donna and Aaron do that. I was tired watching them. They're good. I didn't understand the concept when they were talking about reverse push-ups. I thought it meant taking their hands in the back and pushing up. That type of a crab crawl. I didn't realize that they were laying this way and almost looking like a worm. But they're good. Both of those ladies. Fabulous. And there's my friend Bonnie. Hello, Bonnie. You're driving home from church. Well, when you were on, you're probably home right now. Good talk today. Everybody's talking amongst themselves. I appreciate that. I do. I like that when people talk amongst themselves in a chat that I'm talking about. Who's your guest, Thomas? Thomas has a guest today. We'll find out, hopefully in the chat. Okay, Thomas says, oh no, Spanky, I met for a potential roommate. He's not doing any lives until May 2nd with Jeff Geezy. We're all praying for Jeff. Here, if I may. This isn't a religious channel. I'm a religious chick. The thoughts that I have had for Jeffrey Geezy, praying for him, praying for his health. I don't go into his story. I'll just tell you, I'm praying for him. I'm praying for Juliet and Doug and their daughter. I am praying for divine healing to come upon Jeff and his issue. Juliet and Doug's daughter, her issue, praying for divine healing, divine intervention in Jesus' name. I'm praying for Annabella. I don't know the lady. I just recently subscribed to her. She has a medical issue. I'm praying for DC. He has an issue. I'm thinking about friends that I have. Dear friend Lainey has had cancer. My dear friend Lainey, I'm so excited to meet her. I feel as though from the extreme opposite end of the United States over to England that God has put her into my life for a reason. She's a new graduate of the Kilts coaching. As a cancer person herself, surviving cancer, she is helping other people with cancers. You're put here on this earth for a reason. I continue to pray for the friendships that I have. George and Lainey, never met them. Plan on meeting them in Michigan. Other friends that I have had the acquaintance of knowing throughout all of my, Jerry, don't go there. 65 years of life that have gone before me that I know I'm going to see again. And the people that I will never meet, that I'll only chatting with. If you believe in Jesus as your Lord and Savior, there is hope. There is eternal life. And it's simple. It's so simple. Believe on the Lord Jesus Christ and you will be saved. I'm looking forward to getting a good panel of people to discuss religion. People that want to go on a panel to be able to discuss. Those people that aren't comfortable going on a panel to discuss, please, by all means, join in on the chat. Even if you're in silence, joining in on the chat, you're still watching. You're getting information. You're learning from the Catholic. You're hearing from the Protestant. You're getting a scripture word from Jerry that just read something last week that pertained to her life and maybe a little story about that passage. This channel's evolving. Everybody's still talking amongst themselves. Excellent. Excellent. What's this? Every friendship is unique and different because we all have different likes and dislikes and personalities. And that's fine. Just like every person we meet, we don't want to marry everyone. True point. True. Absolutely. Spanky even agrees. Sometimes I want to call him Sparky. He does not look like Chevy Chase. Just saying. Just saying. He's laughing right now at me. I know who he is. I know. Patricia's here. Hi, Patricia. Did I scan too fast? Sharon's here. Hi, Sharon. Did a little wave. Hi there. Iron sharpens iron. True that. That's right. I'm more than meat. Exactly. I'm more than a piece of meat. Look up here, boys. Spanky, you know I'm talking to you. Oh, Thomas left. He has to go now. Bye, Thomas. That was probably 20 minutes ago. Not sure. Sharon, my sister from another mister right here. Such a friend in Christ I have with her. We are designed for connection. We need community and shared experiences, whether good or bad. Having somebody for accountability is very important. Absolutely. As does Lizzie. She even agrees too. Everybody say goodbye to Thomas. And Aaron is going shopping to Costco or Sam's. I went to both yesterday myself after church. Then I brought the food home. It seems like I have better deals, albeit $1 or $2 cheaper at Sam's Club. But because I go to both stores, I will see certain things like this. It's not a prescription; it's a supplement for Jack's eye health that I pick up at Sam's Club. Yesterday it was $38. At Costco, it was $30 because of the instant savings. And I knew that from last week that I went. So as I'm filling his prescription, yes, my husband still believes in popping the pills from the doctors. And I'm putting in this supplement for his ocular health. I said, oh, I have to go and get some. So I decided to save $8 at Costco. I guess it depends on what you're getting. This is a true statement. Sam's has those great sliders. They are cheap. They are prime rib pieces and parts of a prime rib that have been ground up and are fabulous little sliders. So true. Lizzie uses Christmas lights as night lights. A lot of people do that. A lot do that. Hey, here's a name I've not seen ever. Louisa. Hello, Louisa, welcome. I have not seen you before. I'm happy that you're here. Exactly. We need to do an inventory of ourselves. Y'all go ahead and believe in them. Go ahead if you want. God is not stupid. God is not playing around. Whoa. Good stuff. I like it. I like it. And welcome. Too much pride. Right, exactly. She said it again. This is a turning point, I believe, in our society right now. I believe you. Patricia, did I not say hello to you, Patricia? If I didn't, I'm sorry. Hello, Patricia, who's saying hello to Louisa. And Louisa, more words of wisdom here. We act like we're scared. We need to speak up and have no great, by the way, hi, sis, in the U.S. Hi. Be yourself and speak up. Have no fear is what I mean. I invest in those who live by the truth. I'm not looking for perfect, but work together and respect each other. Good words. More good words here. We are seeing lies, but we're too scared to tell them. They're lying, operating. Yes, I experience so many things that are happening out there that people, for example, this is another true statement. I have to adjust this camera again. Dag nabbit. You guys that are on my computer, you see my bathroom over there. The generation, get on the subway in New York City. Hop on the subway. Somebody's doing a crime, an atrocity towards another individual. What is everybody doing? They have their cameras out and they're all videoing what the incident is. Nobody's putting down the camera and taking care of the injustice. I know things happen. I get it. Nobody wants to be shot, stabbed, killed, assaulted, attacked. I get it. I understand. Sharon made another good point here. I YouTube DIY and try to fix things myself before I call anyone. I agree with that statement. I have learned a lot of things from YouTube. Personally, I got to say this story. My husband had bought this part for my vehicle. had it for quite some time, didn't install it. It is what it is. It was supposed to be a supplement to the catalytic converter. I had to take it in to be installed by a mechanic. They fixed it. They took the problem I had, that was the idiot light showing up about the catalytic converter, and fixed it. Next week, I said to the guy, or it was the week before, I said to the guy, could you show me how to do the battery terminals, positive, negative, because it should be basic knowledge. And I know probably Sharon knows this basic knowledge. I didn't. So I said to him, I am willing to pay you for your time and talent and give you a treasure, pay you for teaching me the information. He charged me $10 for the information I wanted. So a part of me, it's that, as they say, angel devil, but I don't believe in the devil. That's why I call them angel eggs and not deviled eggs. But people understand what I mean. I thought, listen, I just gave you $1,400 for a repair and you couldn't charge me $0 to teach me this basic information about the terminals, batteries, whatever. Just what Sharon said. I said to myself, Jerry, you could have looked it up on the internet. Why are you being this way? Give the guy $10. He did exactly what you wanted him to do. His children need the $10. Move on, Jerry. Get over yourself. Get over. Amy's in the house. Ooh, I wonder if people are coming on because Sunday school's over. Probably the case, right? It's 1:21 Central Time. Hi, Amy. Hello, Amy. And Louisa's saying, true, you not lying. Yeah, I try to speak the truth. And when I don't speak the truth, I have friends that are out there keeping me in check, telling me, Jerry, move on. Hi, new. Just wanted to say hi to you and everyone. Well, Louisa, I am glad that you were here and welcome. Come on next week when I talk about Jonathan and David and talk about that story in the Bible. That's going to be the 4th in my friendship series. So if you want to, you can go back and look at my friendship 1 and 2 from the last 2 weeks, where I use basic common sense, opened up the Bible, something as a little girl I was told never to do. So many good stories in there. So many good ones. Terry, you're doing the thing that I do, listening while you're doing chores. That is a good thing. That is a good thing. Now, I got to say this because I installed this. I didn't write these words. This is Nightbot talking to my new member. Louisa, if you are on, please understand, this is a computer. These are not my words. Much better stop spamming emotes. Warning. No. Do I have to undo Nightbot? Technology. Lack of. I apologized earlier in this video because someone had said, Mason was saying people were taking off her comments. Alicia, maybe it was Nightbot. Maybe it's this stupid little robot that I have to get rid of because of this comment towards a brand new person that came on as a subscriber. Rude, very rude, Nightbot. Louisa, it was good to meet you, and I want you to continue to come back. I do. Mason says she's bouncing back and forth on both screens. Terry says, speaking about personality is always hard. Spirituality is hard. To me, spirituality are the people that just don't know the truth yet. I got to pray for them first and foremost. Absolutely. Absolutely. Horizontaling. Is that a word? Sharon. I mailed my pink crochet chain to Spanky. I'm requesting a pic of his dog Winston to wear it around his neck prior to Spanky using it as a starfish scratcher. Well, there you go. I saw you yesterday where it costs a letter to be sent from you in California to Canada, CA to CA for $3. What's up with that? Amen on the prayer. Absolutely. See, everybody's praying. Amy's praying, Terry's praying, and we do all need to pray for each other. We do. Yep. Everybody's standing in agreement. Michael saying hello to Amy. There's my girl, Lainey. Lainey, honey, I was talking about you. My pillow hugging bestie. I was doing that yesterday, singing Doris Day. So fun. Lainey, you are a doll. Lainey I found a friendship with her. Never met the woman face to face. I'm going to when I go across the pond. After she comes across the pond, and we finally meet in Michigan. Hallelujah. I'm going to be scanning the crowd looking for that little tiny petite lovely woman with the blonde hair. And when I see her, I'm going to do my best to run to her and give her the biggest hug. Get out of my way, George. I got to hug your wife first. 65 times around the sun is a weird concept. Yep. And it does happen. It happens so fast. Healing, light, and love. Amen. We're praying. We're praying for DC. Someone mentioned him, and someone mentioned your friendship with him. So that's why I spoke about it, because he is experiencing something which I'm not privy to. Nobody told me what he's privy to. They were informing the masses like we do on the internet. Oh, Thomas was in the emergency room. Has anybody heard from him? What's going on? So all I'm saying was, my friend, you, Lainey, you had experienced cancer, and now you are helping other people that have cancer. You're coming, generational friendships we're building. So I just used DC as an example because someone mentioned, and I went to bed praying for him last night because God put that on my heart. I'm going to pray for Juliet's and Doug's daughter. I'm going to pray for DC. I'm going to pray for Stephanie because George had mentioned Stephanie. So many things are coming at me. Did I ever tell you guys that I am scared out of my mind about certain spiritual things? It's so scary. It's bringing goosebumps to me. Sometimes I see things or I dream things. I'm in the middle of the night dreaming about something, and I wake up. My last dream that I had 2 days ago, I had maybe 2 weeks ago. A woman was standing in front of a person that I called God. Could have been Jesus, don't know. But there was a whole lot of light behind this person. And this person was opening his arms as if to have this woman come to him. And she was just weak. I didn't see the face of the woman. All I saw was all the light and what looked like God saying to her, come to me, who was crying about a child. And it happened again. And then I think about a circumstance or a person that I hear. And is this supernatural thing of God? I don't know. Is it of God? Is it of Satan? Is this something I need to pray, or do I just pray in the spirit saying, God, whatever is happening right now, please, in Jesus' name, be there. And not knowing what to do, I don't know if God needs to take it from me. Is this of God? I'm uncertain. But it's a weird feeling that I get these thoughts. Remember when I dreamt about the tree falling? 2 days later, the tree fell by my house. Or is it, as people say, just common sense? It's circumstance. Jerry, you live in the middle of the forest. Trees fall all the time. If a tree falls in the middle of the forest, who is there to hear it? That morning I heard it. I said to myself, didn't see anything because of the distance we have. I said, I'm not going into work. A tree fell. And sure enough, a tree fell. I could not have got into work. Was it of God? Was it circumstance? Was it hapstance? Did it happen to be winter and stuff happens and winds happen and trees fall all the time? Creation? Big Bang Theory. My money's on the creation. Okay, here we go with Kathy that started walking as I started talking. She just finished her walk and she listened to the whole chat. I don't do panel because I don't like my voice. I sound like I'm 12. Teachers used to yell at the way I talked by nuns. I will just leave it at that. Well, that's okay. My friend Jeannie always said, the girl with the unique voice. People hear something in my voice and they say it's appealing. I hear my voice and I think too, it's grating. I don't know who's right, who's wrong. I can listen to Lainey and George all day talking about British accents. I'm the type of person when I go vacationing, I pick up accents. If I go to New York, I start talking like a New Yorker. I come back to Wisconsin, I'm calling everybody SOB. You know what I mean? Give me a pizza. I can't do that. I can't go to England. I'll be pip, pip, chitio. Poop, poop. Yes, I was excited about getting monetized too. Yay and hooray. See, now look at it. Hey, Amy, has something happened to DC? No, I don't know. I just heard of DC and I heard of Annabelle in a chat. I've heard other people say, other people know. I don't know. When I went to bed last night, when I was laying down doing my little pillow talk, when I finally went to my bed, all these people I just started praying for people. So I prayed for Amy's dad. I've never met the man. I just go down the list and just pray for everybody. Just because I heard of DC and Annabelle, I don't know their stories. But something came upon me, pressed upon my heart to pray for people, and I just do. See, now this chat may be taken out of context. It may be on another chat today saying, hey, so-and-so, I was on Jerry's chat, and Jerry said this happened, that happened, but the reality was I said, I'm going to pray for this person. I know that Lainey has had cancer, that we all know. You all know that I've had hip surgery myself. Those are true statements about two different people. Everything else that comes on this chat, these chats, the chats in general, may not be the truth. I heard on a chat about praying for a mother's child. I don't know what the mother's child's name is. I prayed for the mother for the strength, the father for the strength, and for God's healing upon the child. Sometimes you don't have to have a name, and perhaps I was in error mentioning a name, mentioning DC or Annabelle or whatever. But if the Spirit moves me to pray, seeing what I saw, was that Jesus behind? Who was the woman? What was she reaching out to God for? Why was God reaching out to her? Why did I have that dream? And why did I dare go on YouTube and talk about it without having constructive facts in front of me? That was Jesus. That was God. That was Mary Lou that was reaching out. I say Mary Lou a lot. We don't have any Mary Lou's at our circle. I just use that. And Louisa said, I don't want to talk about food too much, but I usually go, but I cannot seem to find any seeds. Are you talking about the seeds for planting? Yesterday I went to Farm and Fleet. It's a store in Wisconsin. And I went down the aisle of seeds, and as I was walking down the aisle, I had my camera and I was showing seeds. Yes, it was very good to meet you. Good to meet you. Oh, Amy was at her parents' house visiting with her brother. Excellent. It's quite all right. My chat, there's no time. People hop on when they want to hop on. If I'm going to do a 3-hour chat, no, Claire, because of shopping, come and go as you need to. Or be like Terry. Do your chores and listen in if you want to. I appreciate everybody. Luis is laughing. Jerry Girl said, did I hear you say you don't believe in Lucifer? Come on, Jerry Girl, it's biblical. I don't want that belief in my life. Yes, I believe in Lucifer. You know what I mean. When I shouldn't say that because maybe you don't. You wrote this question down below. I believe in evil in the world. Yes, I do. I believe there's evil out there in the world. And I believe the evil is out there to try and trip us. And my belief is in God 100%. But I'm also very keen and sensitive when I see evil. When you see people and you look at them square in the eye, that's why I have a tendency more often than not to look right at the camera. I'm not looking at anybody, but my camera vision is showing me looking right in your eyeballs. That's how I do it in real life. I look eyeball to eyeball. Love coaching, belly to belly, eyeball to eyeball. I want to see you when the new employee gets walked through the plant and I know they're new and I know they're scared poopless. What am I experiencing? What did I do? Did I make a mistake? I want to be the employee, no authority, that goes up to them and says, welcome to our place of employment. I'm glad you're here. If you need anything, come to me. I'll get them a soda. Nobody compels me to do it. I'm moved by the Spirit. I will do what I want for people when I want to do them. If I feel like not being a member of your channel, doesn't mean I'm dissing you. If I feel like sending you a check or doing my support in the way that I feel like doing, if I feel like sending you meat because I like your channel, there's not going to be anybody on the opposite end saying, give me 30% of that meat that you just sent to Mary Lou. Give me Mary Lou's meat. No, I want Mary Lou to get 100% of the box of meat that I sent to her. No cuts. Mary Lou's not cutting any deals with you people. That's a whole other issue. Yesterday I announced on my channel, and it's because for those of you that didn't watch it, I announced that I am fully monetized. I met all the requirements. I have 1,802 subscribers and over 4,000 watch time. And I announced that all my YouTube monies are going to, not to me, to things, places, entities, businesses that I want to be able to support. And I had asked people in yesterday's video, hence people not watching my channel because it's very lengthy. I had said, please send your selection. Send to me the charities that you want down below in the comments. So after my video was over, I looked at the comments. Mason was the only person that commented, and she commented about something totally different. So I'm going to ask, I am looking at May. YouTube pays out. You have to get $100. That's your base. You have to get $100. After the $100, YouTube will send you a check. I am saying all of my YouTube monetization will go that month to whatever charity I pick. I didn't pick anything for the month of May yet. I left it open to people that were watching my chat yesterday. Who's got suggestions? Any charities in specific? Now, if somebody's going to say, my charity is a Lucifer charity, 123 Lucifer, I'm not doing it because it goes against my better judgment. Same with the GLP people. If the GLP people say to me, Jerry, I will sponsor your channel. I'll pay you X amount of dollars for you to talk about doing GLPs. Jerry, I'll give you $1,000 to talk 2 minutes about taking a GLP. $1,000, that's a good money, right? To give to a charity. That would be correct. You would think that, right? It goes against my belief. I'm not a GLP-1 user. I don't believe in it for me. Might be good for you. Might be something you want to do. Might be something the doctor suggested. I'm just a certified health coach. I'm not a doctor. How I decide to give my money is based on meeting the monetization level of YouTube, which is $100. And at the end of the month, if all I have collected from memberships or any sponsorization, anybody I sponsor, I know Sharon's laughing. Sharon just did this right now. Oh, she just said that word. She's making up words again. If that check at the end of May is $115 and the charity is, I don't know, 123 No Diabetes for Me. That's what 123 No Diabetes for Me charity is going to get from me. A check for $123. Not to Jerry Griggs. If you know, you know. You want to make money? You got to be resourceful. Sometimes you got to pick cans and bottles out of garbage, take it to the recycling center and get money if you need money. Sometimes you have to be resourceful. That's why I took the Kilts coaching. That's why I made that expenditure. Why aren't I doing more internet coaching? That's not me. I don't have that kind of time to do it. I only have the time to take care of 10 people. At the end of this month, all I'll have in May is one person that I'll be coaching. That is going to be my future. That monetization is my pocketbook. That's what I keep. YouTube monetization, when people said, and I talked about this yesterday, so for those of you that heard it twice, my apologies, because I hate saying and repeating things. I do. I hate it. That monetization, my intention all along was what I was planning on doing, giving it back, giving it to somebody else. So the people that say, well, on YouTube, you just make a small amount. That's all you get. I will take whatever small amount people, when they want to be members of my channel, will give. I do know, like I'm speaking with a forked tongue right now. I do know how hard this job is. And I do know the importance of being members of channels. And I do realize that somebody, when I give you $1, somebody is going to be taking 40 cents, whatever cut that they get off of your top. You work very hard. You work hard as a coach. You charge X amount of dollars for your coaching and your expertise to be able to help people. You are worth it. I spoke about it from Dr. Kiltz's site. That site is worth it. A half an hour of coaching for $38. That's worth it. I can also tell you my coaching is less than that. Boom. Let's continue on with the chat. As you guys think about who I should be able to donate to. If I don't get any suggestions, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'll probably end up asking my customers and clients, I guess. That's the only thing I can think of, really. Oh, that was a long answer, wasn't it, Terry? Woof, scary. Scary stuff. LOL, Terry. Yes, we are God's people here to disagree or agree what's best for all of us with love and no fighting. Absolutely. Don't let it be. Don't let it be. It wants to distract you. You have to stay focused and grounding. Absolutely. That's exactly what I thought, Louisa. Everything is supernatural. Just put it in God's hands. My thoughts exactly. Mason, true statement. God gives us warning dreams for prayer and intervention sometimes. That's what I think this was with the light behind the godly figure and the woman, no face. So I knew it was a woman because of the hair. So as I say that, the person, the figure, I couldn't ascertain. Is it God? Is it Jesus? We have this picture of what we think God is because people draw God differently. Jesus has long hair and olive skin, and he's parted in the middle, right? With his hair and the beard. God will definitely reveal it to you. Yes. Yes, I heard that, Jerry. I was talking to Juliet. She asked for our prayers. Praise God. Juliet asks for our prayers. Her daughter is stable in the cardiac unit and able to talk. It's Sunday, not much news. Juliet is frustrated. Thank you, George. Thank you for the news. Terry said the scary part is discerning between what voice you are really hearing. Gotta open your Bible when you don't know for sure. So true. So true. Sam G loves. Hello, Sam. Hi, welcome. Welcome. Oh, I like gloves. Sam G loves. I like gloves. I get it. Your channel is about gloves as well. Excellent. A lot of people don't wear gloves. That's a word you don't hear in the daily vernacular, correct? Do you have any disposable gloves, plastic gloves, rubber gloves, cleaning gloves, surgical gloves? I use the gloves at work because I don't want my hands to get dirty with the factory ick. You don't ignore your inner voice. Uh-oh, Terry Girl says she's not seeing anyone in the chat. What the hail? Speaking of hail, I am so glad that we are moving out of that horrific winter. Well, thank you, Lainey. She's saying my voice is soothing and my giggle is infectious. Thank you, darling. Louisa said, yep. I am so glad as well that Juliet's daughter made it through the first critical hours. I'm believing in the healing as well. Yes. No, fruit with seeds. Oh, I get it. Fruits with no seed. It's not natural. True. Yesterday at Costco, I thought about that too because somebody made mention about that. I don't want to even give a name or speculate because we know what happened when I said DC. But somebody mentioned, I think I just better say that. Somebody spoke about the watermelon and the fruits with no seeds. True. Bioengineering, everybody? Mason saying she's looking forward to meeting. I may come with adorable puppy. Wow, excellent. Here comes George. Mason, I think Juliet finds it helpful to share with her closest friends in the community. It gives her an outlet for her fear and frustration and connects her with the wider community. I agree. There's Donna. Hello, Donna. Donna, the human worm. I'm saying that because I spoke of you earlier. You and Aaron doing your exercise videos, and you guys look like worms. I thought you both were graceful. I do. I also know I cannot do that. And I see the definition and the strength it takes to do that. Remember, Erin's running around lifting those 50, 100-pound bags of feed that she carries around. She does all the things. And you, Donna, so muscular, the definition you have. Kudos to you. Excellent videos. Excellent, excellent videos. I think she was referring to the angel and the devil sitting on your shoulder, and she doesn't believe in it like that. Right. Correct. Sharon, are you really my sister? You might be. Sister, you caught that right. You caught it. Louisa said, what's going to happen in the last run when there's no more seeds? We got to start collecting seeds. Correct. Kelly. Hey, Kelly. Hi, how are you? I know that you were on Sunday school because I have to watch that later, the repeat, because I usually do. You had a great live with George and John on Sunday Carnivore School. For those of you that don't know, Sunday Carnivore School, George does it. George used to always do it, but in the circumstance with Juliet, obviously we understand. John Laspina has a channel, so John Laspina started it with George and Stephanie. Am I correct? Am I missing anybody? And then George, of course, has responsibilities due to helping with the community that he helps in our community, and his real job, lest we forget his lovely wife and the responsibilities he has there. So he stepped down. Juliet came in. They interviewed me a couple weeks ago. And everybody check out the Sunday's Carnivore School that Kelly was on today. Hi, Kelly. It was great. Just not tired yet, so I might make your live at 9 p.m. our time. Wow. Wow. George is saying, dirty money. If you don't believe in the message, I value my integrity above all else. Certainly above money. Money cannot buy self-respect. True. That's why I'm not going to do, if someone asks me to do a GLP endorsement, that was my thought. Exactly. Jerry, would Get Lady a puppy count as a charity? No. You'd have to get the puppy in a crate, and you'd have to teach them all the English things because you're buying an American puppy. That was a joke. Joke. So funny. Pip, Cheerio. Why does that always come? Oh, George taught us a new word yesterday. Bollocks. Bollocks. Or as George said, you can use the short version, Bollocks. Bollocks. George knows. Save the seeds, build houses for the homeless, no more homeless, mental illness, help create community, good farms, good ideas. Yes, absolutely good ideas. Let guide, right? In my opinion, internet coaching is easy. No travel time required. No, but I can take travel time with my taxes too. Everything's a deduction. And I enjoy it. But remember, I enjoy the travel time that I do in my community. For example, I'm going, when I put my little flyers up and on people's cars, etc., I'm thinking pretty much a 10, 20-mile radius. I don't have a problem going 20 miles to my job in Chautauqua. I don't have a problem driving to Eau Claire, which is 40 miles. So anywhere in that region's fine. This California people that came to me, I don't have a problem popping on a plane. And they, more importantly, don't have a problem with paying for my transportation. That was their idea because I say I do belly to belly coaching. So was that divine intervention or what? I'm not advertising in California. It's the Webbs. They came to me, the daughter and her daughter. Freaky divine intervention. It's God. I think, Lizzie, that came upon my heart yesterday. Exactly what you wrote. Whoa. Can you see goosebumps? I don't know. I'm against Barbara's blanket. That's what God put upon my heart yesterday. I was looking for the chat. I said, somebody's got to have. So, does nobody listen to my chats? Do I talk that long that I know people don't afford the time to listen to my live chats. That's why I think I just was sick Saturday and Sunday. Nevertheless, God put that thought upon my mind and my heart, that same thing. And you just affirmed it for me. So there you go. In the month of May, Lizzie, girl, I am doing it about suicide and suicide prevention. That's what I'm doing. Ladies and gentlemen, you got the news right here. Thank you to Lizzie down below. Thank you, Lizzie. Great idea. Not a good idea. Great idea. Louisa saying, yes, we hear you. That's how the kingdom grows. Thanks for letting me or us know. I will see y'all next week. I hope everyone health and love. Tune in next time. Blessing. Well, thank you so much, Louisa, for coming. I appreciate that you are here too. And we're all going to continue to pray and support health for Juliet's child. Absolutely. Thank you so much. And Nightbot, you're just, I don't know how to deal with Nightbot. And maybe I need to stop it. But Louisa, you keep on coming. Pay no attention to the Nightbot and their comments. I want you to be here next week. Goodbye, Louisa. Thank you so much, and I look forward to taking the time with you. Okay, George is saying to Amy, yes, she's at the hospital, but it's an anxious wait. Things will get moving tomorrow as it's Monday. Isn't that something? That's the truth. They continue to support life on the weekend, but it's as though, well, when Monday comes, we'll be able to do bigger tests, more tests. We'll be able to know better. Frustrating. I feel the frustration she has. Time for prayer in the meantime. Absolutely. Absolutely. There we go. Oh, bullocks, Jerry. Now we got the answer right here. I'm so grateful. Thank you. John and I started it. Steph was the first guest and she kind of stayed. I'm still on the team on the replacement bench. It's an important job, as there will always be times when you're needed. You are needed every day, George. You are needed every day, and we appreciate you. Amy wrote here she wants to see Thomas go to Hack Your Health. Thomas started a YouTube or a platform or some form of funds to get him to go to Hack Your Health. So he did start that. That ball is rolling, and hopefully he'll be able to let us know every week how much he's collected towards him going to Hack Your Health. I know you're here, and I appreciate you being the person that said what God had placed on my heart. So again, it's just proof. Everybody's here for a reason. Everything happens for a reason. And wait a second. Now, okay, Lizzie, listen carefully, folks. Lizzie, I value your being here, your subscribing, your comments, all the things. I'm going to point this next comment out, which I did not put. It's this stupid Nightbot. Look at this. You know, Nightbot, you're starting to annoy me, okay? Don't let me get all John on you. John Stud on you, because I don't want to say those naughty words. And speaking of John, this is good John. This is not John Stud. This is John Together Strong. Hello, hello, hello. Lizzie said, LOL. See, you know, Lizzie, that this Nightbot is a shyster. Everybody say hello to John. Hello to John. Absolutely. All of my favorite people are here in this place. Hello, Lainey. We're going to love this new video. Excited already to play it on the big screen, John. Yes, and look who just hopped into the house. John Beatty. John Beatty, so much. Here's something to help you to donate to suicide prevention. $20. Thank you, John. Thank you so much. That I am going, YouTube does this thing. Right now, this is April 26th. So it's going into the April. This is how YouTube works. I added, for example, Nightbot. I don't have a clue Nightbot was going to be so sassy, but it is what it is. Now, the YouTube funds are going to start from May 1st. So I'm going to take your $20 out of this April $20 bill and put it into the May funds. Hang on a second, folks. I've been talking without a sip of anything. Jerry, put the mute on. Nobody needs to hear you guzzle. That's better. And nobody heard the slurping. So I'm going to take your 20 towards the suicide prevention for the month of May. Now I'll be looking for somebody to get onto YouTube and kick off the month of May. Someone knowledgeable in the suicide prevention. So I thank you bunches, John. I appreciate you, sir. Thank you for coming. I can help you fix Nightbot. Excellent. Amy, you can help so many things, and I will pay you for you to help me because, oh, girl, I just don't have it. And you get the talent. I will give you the treasure to help me. Yay, John Beatty. Awesome. Thank you. Awesome, John. Here we go. Your Nightbot is way more ridiculous than Thomas's was. You need to go in and manipulate it. Ask Barb. She helped Thomas. Okay, Barb and Amy. I sent you, I don't know what that is. At the beginning of the live, I felt this was a great Sunday for Jerry. Yeah, I don't know what that little emoji is. Well, thank you. I appreciate you being here. I'm here every Sunday. This is just the friendship series. Next week, I'm talking about David and Jonathan, that story from the Bible. So that's my next week's story about friendship. John Beatty and a heart. We had a visit from everybody's favorite troll today. Oh, not him again. Lord have mercy, John Stud. Our John zapped him very quickly. I need to become a moderator. I've got a quick trigger finger. Me and John Stud have history. Ooh. Now, wait a minute, George, you're a moderator on my channel. You see the little wrench? You're modding me. You and John Together Strong are. So you guys can zap him. Feel free to zap away anybody. LOL, no slurping. I know. I know, Amy. That's why I went off yesterday and I said colorful swear words. I use swear words. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Amy. I'll do it for you for free. Well, I appreciate you. I do. Oh, a coffee. You sent me well, thanks, Lizzie. I appreciate the coffee. I have to go into that app. I know I have it on my phone. I have to go in it. I appreciate you. Thank you so much, Lizzie, for the coffee. Mwah. I appreciate you. And I'm going to put it towards the Suicide Prevention Fund. We'll do that. I made it official today. So any monies I'm going to take from my purse, I only have one purse, remember? I own one Coach black purse. That's it. I have a fanny pack, though. Doesn't count as a purse. And put that towards the suicide prevention for the month of May, in addition to whatever YouTube funds I get in May. Okay. Well, thank you. Thank you so much, Amy. That's right. I did call him an itty bitty cocktail weenie. Yes, I did. And then I used colorful words. I said SOB, but I said all the words. Don't say zap, Jerry. Anyone, Jerry, or he will start zapping everyone. Oh, yeah, that's true. Jerry, you're the kind of the video I'm making now, casting your pearls amongst swine. Look, this is my pearls, because at times like this, I'm clutching my pearls. I should have been clutching pearls yesterday when he was on. I just caught him as I'm driving out of the corner of my eye, and I thought, oh, not today, Satan. So I got the pearls. Pearl away. I think I have a video. See, I can't show the pearls up against the white shirt I'm wearing because pearls. Did you guys know about the pearl trick? If they're rough, they're real. These are fake teeth, so I don't get that experience. The lower ones are real. There you go. You have a coffee, Jerry? Yeah, I have a coffee. Let me look. LMK. I don't know what LMK stands for. Let me know. Oh, let me know. Okay. I think I have it in my description. I know I have it in my description because I have my address in my description. And I think I tell you guys my phone number all the time. Milwaukee area code 507 slum. You guys should know that by now. Call me up anytime. Text me there because I don't read emails. I know it's backwards. I get it. Awesome. Thank you. Jerry. Yes, I'm a mod here, but not yet on the Carnivore Teacher Alpha. I'll speak to John. You should be. You just should be. Yes. Oh, here goes Kelly. Kelly, also a moderator here. John Spuddy only came on my live once, but he was respectful. But I haven't seen him back yet. Okay, good. Hey, there's Vicky. Hi from Arkansas. Hi, Vicky. Welcome. Welcome to the bunch. We had fun today. My boyfriend took her life. 30 years ago in jail. Her sisters and mom, best friend, her sisters and mom took their lives 2 years ago, and I ran into her daughter at the park Thursday. Can you see the goosebumps? Look up against the dark. It's God. It's not in the description. Oh, no, maybe not of this video. I think it's on, I'm almost positive that it's on the big description of my channel. Oh, Lord have mercy. I have to work on my real description on every channel. I know I should. And I know it's simple because everybody just does copy and paste. I get it. I understand it. I need to apply it. Jerry, whoop, whoop. You, E, and Grandma can all take our teeth out and plop them in a glass container. Here's the story. The story is when I was young and I was a size 16. Now you guys are getting the true scoop. When I was a big fat size 16, not fat, I thought I was fat. Well, I decided to eat as much as I wanted to. Puke. Go to the bathroom. Go outside. Go into the back alley. Throw up. Go to school. Throw up. Nothing stayed in my belly. Totally a mental illness, in my opinion, now that I look back at it and realize that I was a purger. Karen Carpenter didn't have nothing on me except she died. My mother caught it in time and said, she started doing that whole praying thing again. That's how my mother was. My mother started praying for me, getting it right with my head, and I stopped doing that. Then I became heavier and heavier and heavier. So it happened when, after you throw up, your stomach's out. Isn't it amazing how our stomach is in our body? The acids that are in our stomach are so lethal and so toxic that it ruins the teeth. The reason my teeth look so white is because of the tan. I'm going to the tanning bed. Okay, tell me I'm going to die of cancer. I know. I, at 65, have outlived my mother's age when she got cancer. I'm scared poopless of getting cancer. That's why I go on my big major fast every year. I want to incorporate more little fasts. I'm actually looking forward to the fast that Barbara is going to be doing very soon, after she's experiencing a wee bit of a cold. So she has to heal herself first before she goes into the fast. Nevertheless, I plan on joining her in the fasting. I don't know if she's going to do a 40 hours or 72. I don't know. A bone broth fast. So I plan on doing that too. I really should be doing more during the year. I did enjoy the dry fast that I did. I took a shower, I brushed my teeth, so it wasn't completely dry, but I didn't drink anything. No coffee, no water, no nothing. And I felt fabulous for the 2 days that I did do it. I want to be able to do it again. Yes, indeed. Okay, what's this one now here? Whoop, oh, wait, we got this one. Yes, I want your channel for the coffee. Okay, good. Thank you so much. I thank you ever so much. Zappo. Isn't that a lighter? Zappo. Or no, it's Zippo. Zappo. Somebody help me. I'm so glad that you're on, Aaron. Okay, so I won't go into the lot of the detail, but Erin has got a shop that she has, and all of her designs for her t-shirts are in that shop. This week, whenever Erin is doing her next live, whatever that is, I want Erin on her channel to give away one of her shirts to whomever, however she decides. Remember, I write people's names down. Sharon laughs at me all the time. You're still laughing, Sharon. I know you are. I write people's name down. I put it in a box. I shake it and I pick out a winner. There's wheels out there. There's free. There's all that technology. I get it. But however you run your contest, I want to be able to donate to get whoever wins on your channel a shirt, because I'm happy I'm finally monetized myself, thanks to you and your help, because you told all the people to help me out. So I thank you so much, Erin. I'm looking forward to your live. I can't say I'm going to be there or wake up because, well, work happens, sleep happens. So just so you know, Erin's next live, she's going to draw. I have no control of any of that. I'll probably just wake up like I did last time, wake up and say, who won? Who won the contest? You decide, Erin. I'll donate the shirt and we'll have happy moments. So thank you so much for helping me get the people to watch me, to get me to be monetized. So that's my gift to you, darling. I'm going to stop rambling now. Oh, yeah. Vicky, right. I'd be scared of dehydrated on a dry fast. That's what I thought as well. I did my dry fast one day in my fast, the start of my 40-day one, because it was the start of the day and I was too afraid to go to day 2. But it was a good feeling, and it was, I felt as though I was catapulted to be able to start my dry fast. Oh, yeah, Erin. Well, thank you so much, Amy. It's God. Listen, it's God. I'll do pick a number. I love it. See, I love it. 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 I lost a lot of my teeth and part of my jaw. Got osteoporosis. of the jawbone through an infection. All done now. So the few teeth I have, I hope to keep for a while, and we can share toothless stories. Yeah, I have pictures of when they took down the nubs to put these caps back in because, well, my teeth were all acid. That's not Sharon. Sharon St. Jerry, don't even make words. My teeth were ruined from the acid, stomach acid. And as I was saying earlier, that the amazing thing about our bodies that God did for us is he put all the stuff in our guts, in our stomach, acid and things that when they come out, it's lethal, it's poisonous. It ruined my teeth. But yet we're still alive with this poison and stuff in our stomach. Incredible. God is good. God is good. Aaron, one time Grandma managed to get us into a weird free-for-all part of YouTube. We moderators were very busy. It was definitely Zappo time. Oh, I get it. Zappo. Zap. Get him. Get him, everybody. Hello, Aaron. I go live Thursday morning. Okay. That would be great. We'll do it. You'll do it. And then whoever wins, well, I'll just send you a check. You can do everything on your end. That's how I am. Even with Amy, I'll be like, Amy, could you please get us to the conference? You do whatever while you're doing your stuff for you. Add me, and I'll pay you. It's just easier that way. So that's what I did when Amy paid for the first thing we did. I just PayPal'd her the money. It's just easier. So do what you got to do on your end, and I'll send you a check. Aaron, I have your address. Ha, ha, ha. Hi, John. Lainey's saying, Aaron. Lainey, God bless you. You're kind, funny, and pretty. She certainly is. And that little dance she does, I love it. Love it. Yesterday, she made a guest appearance on Barbara's channel in the background while George was sitting at the desk. Aaron, ugh, I don't do morning well. I'll do the replay. LOL. I might end up doing the replay myself. Hi, Lainey. My bones were deteriorating, so I have dentures too. Wow. Wowzers. I'm going through a bunch of dental work right now, says Terry Girl. My gums went crazy during chemo. So it's so hard to chew right now. Ugh, filet mignon and fish is the most, for me, is most the time. Gotta be tender. Love me tender, love me true. Tender meat for Terry Sue. Now I sound like Russ. What am I doing? Who am I? Mason, gotta laugh and enjoy the time we have. Don't waste it. Dance like nobody's watching. A to the men. That's a true statement. Well, I got to the bottom of the chat, everybody. What is this? And I did not read all the comments. So if I missed anybody, my apologies. Yes, it was. That was Russ inspired. Does Russ even watch my channel? Does Russ know about me? I know he's kind because at work, when I know he's going on, I'll grab my cell phone. Hi, this is me, Jerry, from work. Oh, by the way, I can't join the chat, but I'm just listening in spirit. Have a great time. Then I put it down, and then I go to the bathroom and read. People are saying, hi, Jerry, hi, Jerry, hi, Jerry. Like, I can't respond to you. I'm at work. Just so you guys know, generally speaking, I'll give you a general statement. Have no communication with me until I'm done with my live in the morning, until 10 o'clock at night. Everything that you see is going to be me talking to my phone, talk instead of type. Because I'm working. Now, I have lunch from 6:30 until 6:50, in which I may or may not chime in, but remember, girls got to eat. I got to eat my meat. So I may be eating and watching, say, a live that's happening. At that point, that's when I may say hi to everybody, but then everybody all chimes in and says, hi, Jerry, hi, Jerry, hi, Jerry, hi, Jerry, hi, Jerry. Oh, I'm eating. I love you. Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone in the chat. trying to find the, oh, there's Michael. Michael's surprised. Jerry's still on? Yeah, she's still just babbling on, the babe that's babbling on. Trying to find the name of Aaron's channel. And Terry Girl just put it down. The name of her channel is Booby Goats. Now, we can't put it in proper form. I can't. Well, yeah, I can. Oh, shoot. I have vertical on here. Oh, hang on. Maybe I can do it. Give me a second, folks. Give me several seconds. Maybe I can do it. Oh, I can't do it. Any one of my moderators can do it. They can copy and paste Aaron's channel, and then you just click on it. If it's blue on your end, I don't see blue on my end, so you just click on it, and that's where you can go and subscribe and ring the bell so you get all the notifications. Get all the notifications for sure. That's Aaron's channel. There you go. Terry, we seem to be losing similar parts. Uh-oh, pieces parts. Yeah. Terry, I so wish you can come to Michigan. Girl, that would be fantabulous if you could come to Michigan, Terry. Start walking. Start walking now. Walk. I hear you, Vicky. I've never done a dry fast either. It seems fishy to me and scary. I think what I'm going to do, get them. Aaron's channel. There we go. Amy put it down. That's where you go, Vicky. Click on there, that blue link right there that you see that Amy just posted on the chat. Click on there, and that's how you get to Aaron's channel. Notices are a joke. Thanks, Amy. Absolutely, Aaron. Thank you to Amy. I appreciate it. So good. Moderators are a beautiful thing. They really are. I enjoyed this time we spent together for part 3 of Friendology. I ask you guys to please come and attend next Sunday, 12 noon, unfortunately, or fortunately, not sure. There's the competition I have is with George and John and me. We're all the same time. John Lispiana has his Sunday school, Carnivore Sunday School happening at 12 noon Central. And I'm on 12 noon Central. I catch the replay like I plan on doing after this one, going on and watching Kelly's replay of Carnivore Sunday School, get all the scoop. And the Carnivore Sunday School, usually after they're done, they just come rolling into my channel, which is wonderful. I appreciate everybody that's been here. Next week, it's Jonathan and David. We're going to tell that little story. I'm going to feel like Aaron reading from the Bible next week. So some people may not want to come on if they're not biblical folk, but they may learn a different story. And it's going to be involving friendship and friendology. So it's been real. It's been fun. It's been really fun. Thank you, Jerry. Thank you, everyone here. I meet with Debbie at 2 p.m. for her to get me past my crochet chain. Good. Should be fun. I hope I'm not too retarded. No, you're not. You're a great. Well, thank you, John. John Together Strong is a great supporter of my channel, of this community in general. John Together Strong was the first, in my belief, of the things that I know, the first coach graduate from coaching school that has come onto the scene. So I look at him as the generational coaching experience, the first coaching class that came onto the scene back in the day. I thought about doing that school, but at that time it was a little difficult financially for me to join that school. I jumped into the kilts. It met my budget for the reason. And right now I'm here for a reason to be able to coach people and do it in a way that meets their needs. Sidebar, I'm more than meat. You guys know I'm more than meat. And absolutely true. John is quite the artist with his videos for sure. Go into John's John, post your channel down below, please. Post your channel so people can see your videos if they're not used to, or they have not seen any of your videos yet. The videos are excellent. It's a movie. It really is. It's a cinematic experience full of song and visual perfection. John is a perfectionist when it comes to that. Night, Jerry. Good night, Lainey. Thank you so much for coming on. Good night to you. We're all here for a season for sure. Yes, John Together Strong is the name of his channel. And I know because of the delay, I'm going to stretch it out a little bit until I get John, because he's a moderator on my channel, to post his channel. He may be busy too, but that's okay. We can go a couple of minutes longer. Perfectly fine. What are you guys eating for dinner today? I'm having lamb chops. I took those out of the freezer yesterday before I left and kept them in the refrigerator. Terry says, my husband watches John's stuff. He doesn't even know it's about carnivore. I subscribed him to John's channel. He just likes the videos. And I'll tell you what, they're excellent videos. John comes to me because I knew John was a former truck driver. And I thought the same thing with my husband. I thought, oh, this is a good invitation to it. My husband likes watching those stupid reels. I'm not talking about YouTube. I don't know, maybe it's Facebook. I'm unsure. He spends a lot of time, I see him scrolling, mindlessly scrolling, but John's got the background, trucking background, experience, miles behind the road, etc., etc. That, I think my husband would enjoy his channels too. I play John's channel and the music. He doesn't necessarily see them when I'm in the kitchen. So I play them, and I play them louder, especially the ones where John's making reference to the trucking business or 18-wheelers. Or you guys know that I've watched his channel. So while we're still waiting for John to post his channel, John Together Strong, or anybody for that matter, any of my moderators that have the time, if they can please post John Together Strong's channel while I read the recipe. Oh, there we go. John's got it. There, he put it right there. That is John Together Strong's channel. Hop on there, and you're able to hop on there. Go on, subscribe, make the bell ring the bell. So it's in the chat in blue. John put his channel down. Thank you so much, John. Amy's going to have hamburgers and hot dogs. Ooh, I love those on the grill, I hope. Lizzie's having beef patties. Fabulous. I took beef patties out as well because I'm going to be cooking them for me for the week to take to work. I call them meat cookies. Terry Girl says, I want to have broiled buttered cod today. I got to get some cod after I find my fishing pole. LOL. And Mason's going to have a steak. Yum-ish. All the things you guys are eating, I love. Now I'm hungry. I have not eaten anything. I wanted to fine-tune my verbiage today for the video, so I didn't make anything to eat. After this video, I'm going to have, I don't know, eggs and bacon. Eat that. Catch the Kelly interview on Carnivore Sunday School. Terry Girl said, my family had a lot of truckers too. It's a desert world. My dad lived in the desert. Very solitary man, as my husband is too. True to that. Mason saying, Lainey, amen to your last comment from me. Bless you, love. Bless you, love. Thank you. Thank you. Mason, thank you, Lainey. Terry girl, so weird. No one else is showing up in my chat. I wonder why. I don't know. Are you on? Okay, I know why. I know why. You are on the cell phone version. You are on the, as they say, the Dr. Kiltz does this. If you can see from afar, I know there's glare. This is what you're on because I see all of your comments. You're not on the horizontal version. So this is what it would look like if you roll your phone to the horizontal version, but I have two links there to catch the horizontal people in which you just so happen to be on, Terry. Or the one that I see right now, the vertical vision. I see Michael's Adventures on my vertical. So I decided to add both of them, vertical and horizontal. That's why you're on the vertical, Terry. And you didn't click on the horizontal feed from YouTube. Kelly said he had 3 thick cut pork chops cooked in beef tallow. Fabulous. I said I had the lamb chops. Duh, that's what I'm going to have. I'm going to make my lamb chops with eggs. That's what I'm going to have after when I'm watching your video, Kelly. There you go. I'm on my computer. Uh-oh. On your computer, then you clicked on because I added both the links. You clicked on the computer vertical feed, like Kiltz does that too. Kiltz has a vertical feed and a horizontal feed. So when I'm on watching Kiltz at 5 a.m. with my cell phone, if I'm going to watch Kiltz on the cell phone, this is what happens. Oh, I can't do this. I can't do it where I can't see it. Yeah, there you go. Then I'm going to look at Kiltz, like you're seeing my big mug here. This is what you see. If you go on to the other version and you want to see, and you want to see chatting, this is why I need Amy. Then you click on the chat. You're able to see chatting. Oh, now the live chat is gone. Technology fails me in so many ways. Now Amy's doing this facepalm right now to me. Okay, so very good. Thank you all for coming on. I appreciate everybody that came on to part 3 of my Friendology series. I consider you guys all friends. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful week. Tomorrow, it's a roller edition. I already put it in so that you can catch me at 10 o'clock in the morning as I'm driving with rollers in my hair. Thank you to Mason. Mason put that bug in my bonnet or bug in my rollers to do that shtick every week. Watch me with rollers at 10 o'clock in the morning, Central Standard Time. It's not going to be a long live. I'll be in my car driving. I can't interact. I'm just going to talk about stuff from my house with rollers to the tanning bed. Get a tan, and then I go to work. Goodbye, everybody. Thank you so much. Terry is saying here, bye, Jerry. Thanks for helping me get my housework done and my sheets changed on my bed. Well, it was a pleasure. It was easy to help you out. Thank you, Mason. I appreciate you too. See you tomorrow with rollers in my hair. Love to everybody. Hugs and kisses. Best wishes. Rollers. Toodles. Bye for now. Bye, Amy.